So hello everybody, this is American Seagull Predictions, and I'm back with a new video. Today I'm doing the governor's map for 2022. I just had to find it. There we go. So here's the map. Here's just my prediction for 2022 governor's race. So I'm starting with the solid D states. California, I mean Republicans could do a little bit better, but then the recall, but that's just about it. They can flip back some of those counties. They narrowly vote against the recall. New York, I think they could put up someone good. They win back a lot of the upstate counties, but when New York comes in, it makes it safety. Illinois, I think Pritzker will probably win pretty good. Unless if you run, maybe there's some moderate candidate that could do well in the Chicago suburbs. Maybe, but I don't know. It kind of depends. Maryland safety, you might be able to flip back Frederick County, but that might be about it. If you're on somewhat moderate. New Jersey, we forgot about Virginia. I think Democrats will still win Connecticut by a likely margin. I mean, Connecticut did narrowly vote for every midterm election, even in Blue Wave 2018. It was only a 4-win for Democrats. Maybe Democrats could do a little bit better because Lamont's an incumbent, but I'm seeing stuff based off Phil Murphy. Tells me that the governor's races aren't really looking too hot for the D's, Democrats. I think Rhode Island will still be safe. Massachusetts safe. That Trump endorsed candidate probably losing the general. Although he could probably get some of those moderate towns back, but that's probably gonna be about it. A few of them, but he's definitely gonna lose. Vermont, Snooze is probably gonna win. I think Dan Mills will still nearly win Weir election. Paul LePage is a nice moderate. Susan Collins endorsed him. I think he has a pretty good shot, but I don't think it'd be enough for him to win. Okay. Republican states, Idaho, Wyoming, South Dakota, I think Nome will probably win by solid this time. Nebraska, Kansas, I think will be likely at this point. I mean, the only reason why the Democrat, Laura Kelly won because in a blue wave year, and the Republican being pretty awful, pathetic, and also some independents splitting up the votes. So it should be going by a pretty good margin this time around. Oklahoma, Arkansas, Tennessee, Alabama, all safe. South Carolina safe. Iowa probably safe as well. Alaska safe at this point. I'm putting Texas as safe too. So yeah, I'm gonna have to do the margins for there we go. Florida, Ron DeSantis very good looking. He'll win by a likely margin. Probably like 8 points. Ohio likely as well, probably. Minnesota, probably lean. I think the Republicans still need to run a better candidate, though. I still think the Democrat will win there by a likely margin. Now, Mark Ronchetti is a good candidate. He might come close, but I think at the end, Democrats will still win there by a lean margin, probably like by 2 points in the end. I just feel like New Mexico, maybe it could go red. I don't know. But we'll see. If Mark Ronchetti turns out to appeal to a lot of these Biden voters, then I could put it as tilt R. But we'll see. We still got a while to go. Democrats, I still think likely Oregon. I think Oregon's usually been a close state at the governor's race. 2018, Oregon governor's race. Yeah, it was by a likely margin. It could get a little close. I still think Katie Brown will probably win, no problem. But let me tell you, in the blue wave year, this isn't bad at all. So I expect. So I still think Democrats will hold on. Wisconsin, lean. Tony Evers very unpopular. Republicans will it's gonna be a red wave in Wisconsin. I don't care. People are just coping. Georgia, I'm putting as Tilt R. Davy Perdue, I think would probably win narrowly against Stacey Abrams. I think Stacey Abrams isn't really the best at getting, like someone like Jon Ossoff, who's I think pretty good at getting out Georgians to vote. And it was just a different period. Like Democrats, Biden won it, and it just made sense that Democrats would win at the Senate. And I'd say overall, Loeffler kind of sunk Davy Perdue's chances. And the only one lost narrowly. And I think Trump maybe calling it the big lie. Maybe Dave Perdue shouldn't sink into the to how the election was stolen stuff. I think he would probably win. I think Dave Perdue at the end will win narrowly. I don't think he'd get 50%, but he'd probably win by, if the election was held now, probably 0.7% margin over Stacey Abrams. Maybe 1 point if he's good. Pennsylvania, I'm pulling his Tilt R. Shapiro is pathetic. The only reason why he won in that 2020 Attorney General race because Heather Heitlebaugh was a nobody. She failed to get any support. People didn't even know. Republicans, I don't think really know that she really existed, and I think there is only one camp at Shapiro. So stop with Shapiro is popular. He really isn't. And someone like Lou Barletta, who actually didn't do that bad in the blue wave year against a very unpopular incumbent. I explained in another video. But for the safe part, Lou Barletta is an underdog. I'm kind of getting that feeling that he's going to be like a Jack Ciattarelli where he almost won, and it is New Jersey, a Biden plus 15 state. I think you implement here. I think Lou Barletta will probably win at the end. And Shapiro basically I don't really think has any working class appeal. That was just because Heather Heitlebaugh was pathetic too at working class voters too. Michigan, I think Craig James will probably beat Gretchen Whitmer. She isn't really that popular. And in a red wave year, it'll probably flip. I assume the Republican will narrowly win Kent. Do better in Oakland and Macomb. That'll probably be enough for them to win Michigan, the state of Michigan. So, yeah. Arizona, just based off the national environment, I say Carly Lake would probably win as well. Maybe by even a lean. I mean, if it's Katie Hobbs, I'd probably say it would be a lean margin. Especially since Katie Hobbs has own appeal. But they're like, Carly believes the big lie. I don't really think she's like an avid supporter of it. Of Stop the Steal. I mean, she might do a few election laws, but that's probably going to be about it. I think people just care about the economy, what the two candidates do. If Carly Lake runs on the economy and runs on good messaging, she'll probably win. Also, I think Republicans would narrowly win the Nevada governor's race. I mean, in a red wave year, it is possible. I mean, remember, in 2018, Democrats flipped back 6 state governor's races. In a red wave year, and it already looks like the B1, it is probably possible. And also, I forget about my thing on Pennsylvania. Remember, in 2021, Republicans won 3 out of the 4 statewide races. I don't think Shapiro's going to win after that. So, I mean, putting as D is just, you're not really thinking about what the state's thinking about. Just because, Shapiro's popular. Like, that's like what libs would say. So, anyway, guys, thanks for watching. American Seagull Predictions, out.